Hey, what is up, guys? It is me, AmatureKiLLer, bringing you a video on the new Pokemon game called Pokemon World, but it is also known as Elf Trainers. In this video, we will be talking about a tier list. Now, mind you, this game is heavy on different team building and whatnot, so just because I'm only focusing on electric and fire in this video doesn't mean that I won't be looking at all the other types of, I guess, teams, if you want to call them. So we're going to be looking at the electric team to start. All right, the only people that we put in the tier list is going to be Tapu Koko, God Pikachu, Magnezone, and then these three on the bottom. We got Zekrom, Zapdos, Raichu, Pikachu is actually in here, Deadpool Pikachu, and Black Kyurem. So I'm just going to go through each person. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I think about this. So let's go right ahead and go with Tapu Koko, okay? So right off the bat, he is a single target unit. We're going to be looking at the skills and then seeing what they do all in all. So this might be a long video, so make sure to pay attention because at the end, you're going to see exactly what the tier list is going to be made of. All right, so this is a single target unit. All right, deals 600% damage, which is a big hit. All right, and then there is a 100% chance to paralyze the target with 2 additional layers. At the beginning of each round, if all Pokemon of the enemy are not paralyzed, apply 1 layer of paralysis to the Pokemon with the highest attack or special attack of the enemy. So basically, this guy is going to be just setting up. Now, for God Pikachu, he does an AoE group attack. So his attack right now, when you do attack, there is a 100% chance to paralyze enemies. Now, there are different things to look into this. It's also the talent, but we're not going to be talking about the talent all in all because that's something that you guys will have to figure out on your own. Next up, we got Magnezone. That's going to be an easy unit to level up just because of the R ranking. He is a tank. So one thing, he is a single target unit and he does cause 100% paralysis to the one. Now we're going to be looking at the outputs. So these guys are the ones that are going to be doing a lot of damage depending on the paralysis. So basically you want to have state Pokemon in your team to cause that effect. And then you want these output guys to just smash it. You know what I mean? So let's look at Zekrom right now. This is the SP unit. The way to get this is through the Cerulean Gym when you get the shards. So this one does a group attack. All right, he does 325% damage. If the target is paralyzed, damage dealt will increase by 40%. True damage when a target is paralyzed deals 60% true damage. And then also this thing right here, if the target is paralyzed, deal additional damage of 10% of maximum HP. All right, looking at Zapdos. He is also a single target unit doing 650% special attack, which is even more than the SSR. And this guy is just a regular SR unit. If the target is paralyzed, damage dealt is 20%. If he's paralyzed, lower the target's HP by 20%. If it kills the target, you gain an additional point of energy plus 10% of your own HP, and there's a 50% chance to paralyze the target. Raichu is one of those AoEs. That is actually very cool. So if the target is paralyzed, damage dealt will increase by 30%, true damage by 40, additional 7, there's 10% chance to paralyze. Also AoE, very nice. And then even to be honest, starting out with Pikachu is very a nice move because it's the same thing, additional damage. Doing 650% as an N unit is actually impressive. Now for Deadpool, this guy is this guy's crazy. This guy is a target which does a lot of damage. So basically it's like a Zapdos, okay, but just a heavy hitter, very heavy hitter, doing a lot more damage. I mean, also an SP unit going to be doing crazy damage. Hands down, AoE, amazing. All right, group attack, same thing. This guy's just nuts. If they're paralyzed, 30% more damage. When attacking the target, the lower its own HP, the higher the damage. The maximum damage is 40%. True damage, 60% when they're paralyzed. When paralyzed, deal additional true damage of 60% of match XP. Then you get a shield. After the attack, add a shield of 50% damage dealt this time to itself. So if you're doing a lot of damage, you're going to get 50% of that. So now if we were to put this in a tier list, this is what it's going to be looking like. As you can see the units right here, we got the 3 down here, just in rank order. So like third being the one that is least OP, and then you have going to above and being most OP. So like here you go, this going up. This one is very good right here, Zapdos in tier A, and then tier S, you definitely have Black Kyurem in first, then God Pika in second. And this is a toss-up. I was gonna do Zekrom, but what I did was I did Deadpool Pika just because of his damage and what he does, and just is very beneficial to the team. So I would probably say this is your most efficient tier list for the electric. Now we're going to be working on the fire one. All right, so for the fire one is actually very interesting because you have many states and you have some outputs. So this is going to be nice and interesting. I didn't include Delphox just because I didn't see this unit to be very strong. Blaziken I wasn't going to include, but as always, you know, Blaziken is a great start. This is just burning. That's all he does. Nothing really too hectic. Also reduces attack and special attack. Same thing with Charizard. He does a group, which is actually very good. You definitely want him if you don't have Mega, just to have that burn. And then if it is slower, if the speed is higher than the target, there's a 50% chance to cause an additional layer of burn, which is actually good. So you definitely want to have this one compared to any other one, especially for an AoE. And then you want to, when you do want to bump up, you go for Mega, because then this will do a higher percent chance of burning state. And then for Ho-Ho, I wasn't a huge fan looking at him, but comparing Ho-Ho to Mega, I feel like Mega could be a little bit stronger. There's an 80% chance to cause burning effect, but if we look at Mega, he has an 80% chance of adding burning effect, but when HP is higher than 70%, there's a 100% chance to apply an additional layer of burning. So that's why I feel like Mega Charizard could be stronger than Ho-Ho. And also another thing to consider is that he is flying in fire, so he's going to be weak to electric compared to Charizard being fire and dragon. So because he is dragon right here, he has no weaknesses other than dragon itself. So that's something cool. And I know ice does not that much damage either. So that's something to take into consideration. Also, his flame burst, which is his second skill, does an AoE attack, which reduces attack and special attack. So that's one thing to consider. When looking at the outputs, this is going to be interesting because it has many AoEs, I believe. So we got Reshiram. He's the SP unit doing a group attack. The thing is, you can use this unit on his own, okay? Or, this is something that I will show you. If it's burning, damage dealt will be increased by 65. Then he has Pursuit. When attacking any Pokemon of the enemy is burning, add one normal attack to the lowest HP on the field. That's cool. He gets an additional attack. We're not even going to be looking at these right here. This is just going to be doing more damage, lifesteal, and whatnot. The most thing that we need to look at is the ultimate skill, okay? So then, White Kyurem, this guy is an absolute beast. Now, the way you get him is to link. If you look at link details, Reshiram, an SP unit, can be linked to an SSR unit, which is actually crazy because you would expect the opposite to happen. Reshiram being the SSR, and then White Kyurem being the SP. But this way, it's the other way around, making this unit even more powerful with the link. So, link Pokemon will be talked about in a different video. So with this one right here, this one is crazy, guys. All right. So 325 special attack. If the target is burning, 30% additional damage. If the target's HP is less than 60, damage increases by 60%. If the target's HP is higher than 60, damage is increased by 35%. During the attack, an enemy unit is in a burning state, and one additional overheat will be released. For each layer of burning, it will deal an additional 1 damage of, burning. So basically, the overheat is the second move, which is Fusion Flare. Okay, so it just basically does more damage and whatnot. All this stuff, you guys could read it. And it's also hit guaranteed, which is also very cool. So this guy is very top tier. Then we look at Volcanion. I haven't really used them. It is a group attack. He is water though, so I'm curious to know what it does. If target is burning, damage double increased by 30%. Okay. Burning state. I mean, you could definitely use this. I don't see him being like very good. Moltres is like Zapdos, doing a single target damage. We got right there. Incineroar is actually one of the rare units to get. He's Dark and Fire. So this one, what he does is 600 damage, crit and crit damage increase. When attacking the burning unit, increases crit damage by 30 and crit by 50. After the attack, it has a chance to attach overheat one time according to the number of burning layers to the target. The probability of each layer is 20%. So if you match him up with Mega Charizard, then that's 5 layers. That's 100% to him to do a overheat attack, which is this one, Intimidate. Deals 360 damage percent. The damage dealt increases by 40. If the target doesn't burn, it will receive 20% additional damage dealt. There's a 50% chance to add burning. So definitely a beast unit. Definitely very strong to see. Definitely, I see him definitely being one of the top ones. And then Victini, I've seen this. Do I think this SP unit is beast? Let's see right now. All right, so 325 special attack damage. If the target is in burning, damage increases by 40. Attack the target in burning state, and each layer of burning state adds 6% of maximum damage up to 30%. Wow. For each layer of burning on the target, it will deal an additional 1 times of burning. Okay. Searing shot, it's lifesteal. Wow. I don't know. But I'm going to be thinking about the tier list, and we're going to see exactly what it looks like now. So now looking at this tier list altogether with the fire units, it's very interesting because it seems confusing because when we talked about the ranking and everything, so if we were to split this down the middle, it's now the fire's turn. Okay, so if we were to rank it, we would rank White Kyurem in first, Mega Charizard in second, and then we'll get Reshiram and Incinerator, or Incineroar. I said Incinerator. Incineroar at tier S. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4. So him being the last, I think he's an absolute G. If you want to mix him up with Mega Charizard, White Kyurem, and Incineroar as a fire team, very, very good. If not even this, have Mega, Reshiram, and Incineroar. Very good unit because you want to have Mega Charizard to be doing that additional layer of 5 and then having Incineroar just going to town. And then looking at this, so for tier A, we started off with Victini being the SP. I don't see him really being as useful just because of his skills, even as an SP unit. I see him at tier A. Ho-Ho, same thing. I did put Charizard. I would probably put Charizard above Ho-Ho just because of what he does. But also Moltres is in the back just because of just being a damage dealer. And then right below we got Blaziken and Volcanion. So all together, we brought up a tier list of fire and electric teams with different information. I know it was a long video for you guys to see, but at least you guys got that information. Right now we have our Kyurem with being the highest total CP. It is at 187,000 CP right now. Mega beast, doing some massive damage. We have him at 12 stars, so you guys can see exactly what he has or what he gets right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be doing next a different tier list. It does take time to do these videos. So next up would be water and poison. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, and like the video, guys. And we will see you in the next Pokemon video. All right, guys. Peace.